everybody, this is Dr. Karen. Today I'm going to answer the question, how do I tell the difference between a dependent clause and an independent clause? An independent clause has a subject that can be simple or compound, has a verb that can be simple or compound, does not start with a subordinating conjunction, and can stand alone as a sentence. A dependent or subordinate clause has a subject that can be simple or compound, has a verb that can be simple or compound, starts with a subordinating conjunction, and cannot stand alone as a sentence. Here are the questions you can ask yourself to determine if a clause is dependent or independent. Ask yourself, does it have a subject? Does it have a verb? Are there any conjunctions at the beginning? And are they subordinating conjunctions? So the first two questions, does it have a subject and does it have a verb, will tell you if it's even a clause in the first place. Because both independent and dependent clauses have to have a subject and a verb. Otherwise, they're not even a clause to begin with. And the last two questions, are there any conjunctions at the beginning and are they subordinating conjunctions, will help you tell the difference between a dependent and an independent clause. Let's look at some examples. Cassie walked home and Angela took the bus. Let's look at the parts of this sentence to see what kind of clauses we have. Does it have a subject? Yes, it does. There's one subject at the beginning in the first clause, which is Cassie, and there's another subject in the second clause, which is Angela. Does it have a verb? Yes, it does. It has one verb in the first clause, walked, and another verb in the second clause, took. Are there any conjunctions? Yes, we see the word and in the middle of the two clauses. Are there any subordinating conjunctions? No, they're not, because and is a coordinating conjunction. So that means in the sentence, Cassie walked home and Angela took the bus, we have two independent clauses. They are Cassie walked home and Angela took the bus. These two clauses can each stand alone as a separate sentence. There is one coordinating conjunction connecting them together. But because it's a coordinating conjunction and all it is doing is connecting, it's not actually part of these independent clauses. It's just connecting them. So that means that this is a compound sentence. It has two independent clauses. Now let's look at another example. Cassie walked home because she only lives a block away. Does it have a subject? Yes, it has two clauses and each one has a subject. The first clause has the subject Cassie and the second clause has the subject she. Does it have a verb? Yes, it has two verbs. The first clause has the verb walked and the second clause has the verb lives. Are there any conjunctions? Yes, the word because is a conjunction. Again, that is right in the middle of the sentence. Are there any subordinating conjunctions? Yes, because is a subordinating conjunction. So what we have here is one independent clause, Cassie walked home. That means that this is the main clause in the sentence. This part of the sentence can actually stand alone as a separate complete sentence. But there's also a dependent clause. The word because is actually considered part of this second clause because it is explaining why Cassie walked home. So because the word because is explaining a relationship between the two clauses, this is actually part of that dependent clause. It's not something separate that's just connecting the two things together. So what we have here is a complex sentence because we have an independent clause and that dependent or subordinate clause. The way we can tell that that second clause is subordinate is because there is a subordinate conjunction, the word because, that's attached to it. So again, we have a complex sentence here. Let's review. An independent clause has a subject that can be simple or compound, has a verb that can be simple or compound, does not start with a subordinate conjunction, and can stand alone as a sentence. While a dependent or subordinate clause has a subject that can be simple or compound, has a verb that can be simple or compound, starts with a subordinating conjunction, and cannot stand alone as a sentence. To watch more videos just like this one, subscribe to my channel or visit me at drkarenspeech.com using the link in the description below this video. And to get a free guide to teaching challenging sentence types, you can sign up for my free 36-page ebook when you visit the link in the description below this video. That free guide is called The Ultimate Guide to Sentence Structure, and you can get it at my website at drkarenspeech.com. Thanks so much for watching.